because quite honestly, it is ridiculous that anybody builds on floodplain. I could understand if we were skilled at building, as perhaps the Noble Lord Kirkhope opened the idea of, on stilts, and we were skilled at accessing places on water. But quite honestly, building the sort of houses we build on floodplains is plain, it's madness. Because we all know that flooding is becoming increasingly severe, and it's expected to get worse and worse as climate change gets worse and worse. And the Climate Change Committee warned just last week, it said that the climate is changing, and studies into extreme weather events show that human-induced climate change has increased the likelihood of some observed UK precipitation extreme events linked to significant flooding impacts. That basically means there's going to be more flash floods as rain hits us harder and faster than we're used to. And so we are likely to see more flooding. I think that the Environment Agency has estimated that the number of houses built on flood risk areas will double to 1 million homes in the next 50 years. And I think that's going to be a gross underestimation unless the government changes something quickly. The Secretary of State, Robert Jenrick, Secretary of State for Housing, one argument he put forward for all these new homes was it would help young people onto the housing ladder. Now, I don't know how many young people can afford a house in the southeast of England, but I suspect not very many. And of course, developers don't care. They get the money for the houses regardless. They just want to build as many homes as they possibly can, as quickly and as cheaply. And I thought it was quite interesting. The Noble Lady McIntosh talked about, starter homes and community land trusts. These are options that affordable homes, these are options we have to look into, we have to be more serious about. And for some reason, the government, it talks about them and it sets up ways of actually having those, but somehow they never do seem to happen. And we cannot solve Britain's housing crisis, and I say Britain, it's not just Yorkshire, it's a national crisis, by building shoddy homes in dangerous places. And that's what this is. We need high quality, safe, energy efficient homes that are situated in ecologically sound places. That means they stay dry. If the government lives up to their stated environmental ambitions or has the slightest bit of common sense, then the way forward is obvious. We simply don't build on floodplains. It shouldn't even be a debate. I hope the minister will state the obvious today that this is not going to happen, but I'm fearful we get some woolly answer about consultations and things happening in due course. It is a national problem that we can't fix once these houses are built, because they will not be safe, they will not be dry, they will not be good to live in. And as several noble lords have already said, it will be impossible to ensure them. And so actually the government once again is building for failure. And I don't understand why any government would do that.